Unlocking the power of an effective board for SMEs. All right, business leaders, let's get real. If you're running an SME, you probably think your board is just a formality, something you check off a list to keep investors happy. But what if I told you that your board could be your business's greatest secret weapon? The question is, what is the difference between thriving and just surviving? And here's the incredible fact. Most SMEs are getting it completely wrong. A weak board means bad decisions, slow growth, and a business that struggles to scale. But in this video, I will show you how to turn your board into a profit-generating, strategy-driving machine. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have the exact blueprint to build a board that fuels success instead of dragging you down. Unfortunately, most SME boards are ineffective. That's not just my opinion. It's backed by research. McKinsey found that companies with highly engaged boards outperform their competitors by 30% in revenue growth. But here's the problem. Most SME boards are either too passive, hands-off, or filled with the wrong people. Let's break this down. Right now, ask yourself, do your board meetings feel like a waste of time? Are you making big decisions without real strategic input? Is your board just a group of nice people who agree with you instead of challenging you? If you said yes to any of those, you're not alone. Most SMEs make three massive mistakes when it comes to their board. Mistake number one is that they treat the board like a rubber stamp. The CEO comes in, presents their ideas, the board nods along, and nothing changes. Sound familiar? Mistake number two is they don't bring in diverse expertise. The board comprises friends, family, or internal team members instead of industry experts who push the business forward. And finally, mistake number three is that they lack clear accountability. No one tracks the board's effectiveness, and decisions aren't being measured. So what happens? These companies stay small, make avoidable mistakes, and eventually get overtaken by competitors who take their board seriously. Okay, that's gloomy. Now, let's talk solutions. Fixing your board isn't just about avoiding failure. It's about unlocking serious growth. Here's the three-part formula that separates high-performing SME boards from the ones that hold businesses back. The first step is to get the right people in the room. Your board isn't your social club. It's your business accelerator. That means bringing in independent directors with specific skills that complement your weaknesses. If you're a product-driven founder but struggle with finance, you need a board member with a CFO background. Running a B2B company but lacking connections, get someone who knows your industry inside and out. Step 2 is to make your board accountable. Stop treating board meetings like casual updates. Instead, tie board discussions to real metrics. Ask these questions. What measurable impact has the board had in the last 6 months? What key strategic moves have come from board discussions? Is the board helping to drive revenue and efficiency? When you introduce KPIs for your board, you move from vague advice to data-driven decision-making. The final step is to leverage your board as a strategic asset. This is where great companies stand out from the rest. The best SMEs don't just use their boards for oversight. They actively engage them in solving key business challenges. Would you like to hear a case example? Look at how this mid-sized logistics company turned its board into a growth engine. They were plateauing at $50 million in revenue, struggling to expand internationally. Their CEO stopped running the board like a compliance exercise and tasked board members with securing strategic partnerships. Within a year, they entered 3 new markets, secured a new $10 million contract, and outpaced competitors. This is the power of a board that actually does something. All right, let's do a quick recap before we wrap up. Stop treating your board like a formality. Make it a core part of your strategy. Get the right people in the room who are experts, not just friends. Make your board accountable. Tie their impact to tangible results. Use your board as a strategic weapon. Get them actively involved in business growth. Now, if you're thinking, this sounds great, but where do I start? I've got you covered. Go to bizlog.fi/bizpower right now. We have built a community of business leaders just like you, where we share the exact frameworks, templates, and board structures that top-performing companies use. It's time to stop playing small. If you got value from this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and write a comment below about your biggest boardroom challenge. Let's build better businesses together.